Good evening. Welcome to the live Facebook with Trade VSA. I'm your host tonight, and tonight we'll be talking about something that is very familiar with our members in here, and also I'd like to share with the public how you can use some of this information in here and probably serve as a guide to the insider report. All right, the Pentagon guide. Now, of course, our company, those of you who don't know, our company is being granted the first Malaysian Digital Investment Advisor license, where we can oversee a lot of our algorithm which is generated by Pentagon Guider, and that's regulated by the SC. So something that is we felt that our members should be aware of. And also don't forget, right now we have our campaign ongoing, which is the 50 ringgit voucher if you make a submission, right? A real submission of a trade with a minimum of 4%, and you get a chance to win a 50 ringgit ang pao voucher. So all you gotta do is just sign up on the campaign on the right hand side in here, and the highest score will win that 10.9 inch iPad in here. All right, so tonight, year of snake, right? So which is something I always been opening in here. As I said before, the year of snake, time and time again, I'm just going to be warning a lot of our members in here, and those of you who are with us, the year of snakes isn't that great. So we have seen the market today rebounded up 20 points, but the day before it went down. So it's going to be a very sideways market. And of course, for our members, use the VSA 360 for the seasonality monthly return, and you were able to see a very nice trend going onwards from then onwards. So this year of snakes, I expect the market to be a down year pretty much right now in the beginning of the February, and then when you come to December in 2025, let's see if I'm right or wrong here. Okay, so let's look at the KLSE right now. As you can see, we actually had the red Pentagon, right? Turn red Pentagon on last Friday, today is Wednesday, turning on Tuesday. We saw a big sell-off in here, and this is pretty much been the so-called what we call the pattern going forward. Okay, so you can see here, this is a straight line, and you can retest back this and then gonna pop back down in here. 1560, it seems to be that kind of resistance is going to be, and this is pretty much what we've seen after we had window dressing, closing the market, sell off, right? And usually in the month of January, when you see that sell off in here, that is a very bad omen that this market is going to be struggling going forward for pretty much of 2025 in here. And of course, for those of you who came and joined us, if you have any questions, a comment, any stocks you wanted me to take a look, feel free to pencil those in there. So this is where we are, and you can see this likelihood, this market tomorrow, you're going to see the market rebound back. That's how it is going to be going forward. Now tonight, we are talking about the Pentagon Guide to Insider Report. This is not the first time I've said this. This is something, is one of the features that we have in our VSA 360. So insider might sell a lot of reason, and this is by a very famous fund manager, used to be Magellan. Okay, and he's retired in here. You can get some of his great video and things that he talks about by Peter Lynch. When insider were to buy, and there's only one reason, the price will go up. So tonight I'm going to share with you some of the evidence that we will see, right? Not all of them will go up, but at least some of them will give you an edge, knowing this information will help you whether the insider buying will go up and down. So based on our academic study in Malaysia context, right? There was a study by University in Malaysia that analyzed the Bursa Malaysia data on insider trading by director and substantial shareholder. This is a local study, and what they have found out that insider purchase often precedes stock price increases, and the research shown then 1 to 3% abnormal return within the 3 months, especially for mid-cap stocks. So take note of it. This is a study some time back, and then there is also a second study. This is from another student. Again, all these are academic in here. Noor Hafiza in 2012 confirmed the abnormal return in here. So is it really much what we talk about in here? Let's take a look of it too. So I'll be sharing some of the insider report and some of the charts and how we use that in our VSA 360 for pretty much of the show. Alright. Now, what does the local law say about the insider buying? Okay, insider buying, insider trading. Now, there is a fine line to be drawn. Insider trading are considered to be illegal. Okay, so one way for the insider or publicly traded corporation to buy and sell without violating the trading law, right? Remember, insider trading, when you have any substantial information which is material to the stock price movement, and if you use that to trade, then it is insider trading, and that's governed by the Capital Market Service Act 207, Section 183, 188. So that's a law, and there's a very heavy penalty. I think if you do a Google search, some of the cases go way back, as far back as 10 to 15 years, then only get prosecuted. I think one of the insider trading, stock manipulation, they falls under the same category. So next is the substantial shareholders. Okay, substantial shareholders. Just to give you a bit of backdrop behind it. Why can't I get this? Okay. Substantial shareholder must declare. How much is a substantial holder? When they own 5% of the stocks. Okay, 5% of the stock is a huge lot. And these are, sometimes we call them the big boys. The big boys, the big players. So they have to do their filing through the Bursa filing, which is a notice of interest and change of interest. And if we don't do that, they will get fined. There is a time limit too. They have to make that disclosure within 7 days of acquiring or disposing the share under the Bursa listing requirement. So that's why you see the earlier study from academic study shows that within the next 30 days there is some 1 to 3% abnormal profit from in there. All right, so that's the way we are looking into. Come, let's take a look. And as such, that I think one of the big benefits and the audience tonight, the takeaway is that if you can track this event, you can use this as a trading signal. All right, as I said before, the evidence suggested that funds can gain somewhere between 1% to 0.5% return by mirroring the insider buying, particularly for undervalued stock where you have, when you put in the SmartRobie rating 4 or higher. Okay, so this has to be substantial shareholder and not like the EPF or KWAP, which actually trade some of these so-called large cap stocks. Later on, I'm going to show you what I mean from here. Okay, so in our VSA 360 in here, we have cater for the insider buying and selling labeling. So that's a tooltip you can hold. So we have several colors in here. The blue, call to buy. All right, take note when you see the blue color. This is let me just change this back to my laser pointer. Okay, so when you see the blue color here, okay, that's a call to buy. Call to hold, it's a black color. Call to sell, usually they don't have much of the call to sell. Okay, then we have the so-called flag. Okay, the flag that you see here, green color here, that's the insider buying. And when you mouse over it, you probably see the name of the buyer. And of course, some of these are already available in the Bursa website. If you go to the Bursa website, then you see a lot of the change in shareholders. These are the names. So nothing that we do here are illegal. Let me just say that to the audience in here. Nothing that we do here illegal. Most of these are legal in a sense because we get those information and we extrapolate on the stocks itself, so you're able to see that. Then there is some what we call off market, like bonus issue, TR and OT. Okay, those are the one. So you can see from here, generally we still need to apply the stages of the market. Okay, so you can see stages of the market here, where there was you can see right at this junction here, there was a call to buy. So that was a good one, a call to buy, and then the market substantially went high, but it went through a long period accumulation. This is a very good example of CY Park at 40 cents. This is going back to 2022. As you can see, the market going up and then eventually the market really picks up and move from 40 cents to $1. That's one of the power of in here. Of course, all things have to be in perspective. We still need to overlay it with the market structure, which I've talked about: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. So in stage 1, you get that market accumulation, and that's going to be really good from then onwards. Okay. Another example. Okay, so this is up 150% from the insider buying way back in December 2022. All right. So it can continue to buy, but you still need that green Pentagon to see that market move higher from then onwards. Okay, that's usually this. Now the next one example in here is Toyo. Okay, Toyo, which is another one. You can see lots of buying in here, insider buying, and then finally substantially the market really picks up from here onwards. Okay, so that's giving it a 58% return. Then of course we still need that strong market push. Okay, that strong market push. So the insider buying does substantiate a qualitative reason to buy it. Okay, which means some shareholders are buying it. So in here they figure out that the market has some positive in here, so that's why it's going up. Okay. So once you have a certain profit, time to take profit. Now in our VSA 360 members platform, which is the insider buying screen, so this is where I will share with you how the screen works. Okay, so we just go to our VSA 360. So once you log in here, and you could see tonight, as I said before, market is still red Pentagon. Singapore is green, Hong Kong is green, but Dow Jones is red. Okay, that is the red. And also the foreign fund flows, you can see from here, has also turned negative. So tonight, because of the 20 points up, and I think tomorrow when you log into the system, you probably see a green net inflow from our market in here. Okay, so I was going to share with you is the screener, and once you scroll in, there is insider buying. Click on that one. Okay, so that will take you to this chart that you see here. All right, I've just put it up, and you can see this buying again last 7 days. So we go back to the 18. You can see date change for 24th. Okay, so that was a date that actually registered in here. So you can see there are some substantial buying in here. Definitely what caught my eye was Top Glove. Now we can see from here, once you mouse over it, and you could see on the 21st, I believe this is 21st, right? They bought it on the 21st. So during the market fell down, some of the big owner, I think this is the wife, Mr. maybe the children, Mr. all the Lim, Tong Siu Bi, Lim Jeng Fen, Lim Hui Sin, they were really going and buy. So Top Glove looks pretty good. And also Hata Lega was also bought by KWAP, which is about 1.7 million value is ringgit. Okay, so 1.7 million ringgit. Top Glove each put in about $1 million to buy that. So from a longer perspective, that shows me what we've seen from the family members are buying. So is, of course, if you look at Top Glove right now for what it is still down. Okay, I think Top Glove, after the miss out. So it has been overstated, as I said before. I think let's take a look at Hata too. And you can see Hata is also the same thing too. After they broke down, there's a bit oversold here. And I think eventually once the market realizes that it will correct itself. But the insiders are buying. Okay, so that's good to know from that perspective onwards here. Okay, let me just go back to here. Yes, there you go. Okay, and then we have Iris. Okay, Iris again. Is this Iris? Yep, Iris also fell down to. Let's take a look at Iris here. Okay, and IRIS. Iris is Malaysia. I haven't heard that stock for a really long time. So you can see from here, Iris continued to fall. But we can take a look at the stocks. Okay, and we do that. We just click this, right? And you can see from here onwards, there were only a loan buying. You can see here. So the insider buying report here that we have a chart. We can go back the last 9 months, but we only have one loan. buying, which is the Dr. Po Sin Sim. Okay, Po Sim Sim, you can hit on that one. And private medical, or he's been from the board of Hong Leong Group. So it's an old uncle who is, Po Sun Sim, is that right? So he is the executive deputy chairman of Iris. Okay, so that's simply tells you this person are buying in here. Okay, and we can also look at the substantial amount, which is 13 million. P Globe. Okay, so you look at P Globe, there were a fair bit of buying, but if you look at P Globe, I think they were involved in some news, I believe, in here, right? It actually went down 3,000, then shot back up here. Development rights, residential, Tropicana, Johor Land, data center. Okay, so it's a lot of data center, and if you notice, this is really a smart money play, right? So from here onwards, there isn't any buying until just here, 20 million, and then 20 million here. All right, but along the way, I do believe there are some substantial buying, swapping in by keeping that less than 5% in here. But now that they are already here, so they are showing their true color. So you have to be very careful on top here. After the market have moved so much, from 44 cents to 63 cents, and they have whole 20 million, you do not know how much of the share they actually bought it here. You can see, right? 20 million, and this was done on the 24th, which is this week. Okay, so this is where you can use this information. No, it is good, what you see from here, right? But the market has already overrun itself. Then you have 3 million Temco. All right, now Temco is a very funny share. If you look from terms of, there are a lot of buying and selling in here, but it's holding up its base. So you go back to 6 months here, right? It went up. Then again, if you just open this up on Tenco, right, and you go back to last 6 months, and you can see this is really a smart money move. Push all the way up to 210. You can see lots of buying in here. Now it's coming back to this level in here. Is this a support? Maybe, but it can fall so much. There's a change here, 35 million, 1.7. You can see buy one. So it's been really a buying and selling among himself. You can see, right? He's really trading this. So does it mean anything, right? So it's very hard to say from here onwards. But right now, we're just going to go back to the technicals, what we have seen here. All right. So this is a chart that you can use. And what you want to do is just screen for some of these stocks. There's a Bintai. You can mouse over it, but anything less than 10 cents, I'm not interested. Vasco. Okay, you can mouse over it. Okay, and yeah, but it's still going down. You can see Vasco from here onwards. It's 4 out of 8. Okay, so fundamentally that's pretty good. PE of 5 times. They are in the oil and gas. Yeah, oil and gas. So if you go back to here, okay, let's blow this up again. Okay, blow it up, and you can see from here the last 6 months, lots of selling at the top here, and now finally buying. So this may signify that the market base. Now, first of all, you can see from here onwards, okay, the market actually falls into this level here. Okay, fall to this level. And really support. Oops, sorry, I gotta move my head out here. Maybe what I can do is just make it a bit smaller, shrink it over here, then you're able to see it. All right, okay, you can see from here, and because of the buy here, right at the support in here, Vasco is pretty good there. It's an oil and gas play, so if the oil prices were to move a bit higher, then they may be quite good. They were buying previously. There were a lot of buy call. 29th of November at 176. My goodness, that's very high, right? 240. So right now it's $1 in here. Okay, so if there's any a benefit, then definitely you want to be using that in your favor. Okay, let's put this again. So next we're going to be looking at this is 200k, 600k. 1.7 million, we saw that one. Tafit. Okay, I'm interested in the name, okay, individual name of the owner, okay, not so much of the institute. So let's look at Tafit. This one is 54 cents, but never mind, let's take a look at it. So if you look at Tafit here, right, and we're going to go zoom back up, and this is the oh, okay, there were a lot of buying in here. So this one is quite illiquid. Okay, so if you want to buy this share, you got to know the fundamental before you want to keep this. Okay, and that's not so good. CloudPoint, there were a couple. Dr. Chun Wai Hong. Okay, let's take a look at it. 84 cents. So click on that one. So basically what I'm trying to do is to look for market stages, combining both technical and fundamental, but of course the signal comes from our buying. So there are a lot of buying here, buying. Okay, let's go back to 6 months. So we are at this point, you can see right after the buying, the market did go up, and there's a sell here, which is at the top, and then the market came back up. So this one signal is pretty good. So right now we get the buying. So I would not go straight and buy, but I would wait for the green Pentagon to come in. Much better. Okay, green Pentagon to come in, then no need to buy. But usually when you see a buy call here, do be careful. Okay, that could be the signal of it. So let's look at some news of CloudPoint. If there is, usually there will be some. Okay, CloudPoint, I think the return, wow, 63% last year. That's pretty good. In 2024. Again, I think this one got to do with data center, right? A lot of data center kind of news coming out here. 34 million contract win, 33 million services solution. Okay, that's about it. We got from the company dividend yield of 2%, ROE at 23. It's 3 out of 5. Okay, so let's keep going. The smaller amount here, I'm not that particular, but Cheetah Global is always interesting because this one has government, the previously was Sota Selangor. You can see since then, there were lots of buying in here. Let's check this one out. A lot of buying here, right? A lot, Tan Sri were buying in here around the 84 cents. It should able to hold. Okay, PE is 36 times, but the ROE is not so good. Okay, so some of these, they are holding up, and you can see from here onwards may not be that good at all. So technically, you need to have the charts follow in nicely. Okay, NCT, lots of NCT in here. Kosan, Tan Kong, this is only 185,000 value, so not much. Okay, you can see KWAP buying CIMB, KWP also buying Inari. You know Inari fell a fair bit, right? But they did buy 121,000. So they are Glomac 19,000. That doesn't caught my eye. Mighty. These are all the smaller amount here. Okay, so some of the, let's go to the fifth line. So the smaller amount like Kuchinko, Ui Kok Hong, but this is only 2,100. So you can go to Kuchinko, right, and you can see insider buying, and you can see since listed. This one do what one? Okay, not much information I have here. This is a media. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yes. So this one is definitely value been destroyed. You can see here, right? So once it's in what we call a red Pentagon and downtrend, don't try to average it down, right? Even though they're insider buying. It's a very small amount only, okay, 10K. So that's why we always look at the bigger number. The 200 over 1,000, that's substantial, that's pretty good. 33K doesn't mean anything. It's too small amount. MGB, see, it's going downhill, and downhill. All right, so this is definitely one of the ways you have to scan through it. Oh, we got Magni here. Okay, this one is good. Magni, I want to take a look at Magni. 5 hour wait. Why Magni? Remember, it's undervalued stocks, which earlier we talked about in here, and you can see some substantial buying in here. Magni, right? Oh, we did pop down somewhere. Let's take a look at Magni. Magni Tech. Okay. Yep, there was an earning, there was a dividend given out on the 23 cent there on the Magni. Okay, so that's something we need to take a look at. 235. Okay, so that is where just now we were at Kuchinko. Let's close this off. close this off, and we have Magni. So if you look at Magni right now, it's not too bad. Actually, I like it because, first of all, no doubt it has red Pentagon, so you want to avoid it, right? Today, because there was sell-off last week, and you can see it's only PE of 7 times, but dividend of 11%, all right? And what do they do? Okay. It seems that we didn't have any of that. We'll come back to that one. All right, and this is undervalued stock. Okay, so I'll be interested in this now that they fall over. So if you're interested in some of the more fundamental stock where you have substantial buying in here, this is actually a good play. If you look at the real-time chart, it is a red Pentagon, but you don't want to be buying first. You don't want to be holding the knife down. But the market did go higher to somewhere around here, 16, and then 31st, around 254, now 235. All right, so that's how you're able to find these kind of stocks. Then also Padini, okay, also going downhill, right? All right, so this is where this one, see, even B Auto also going downhill. PP Jack, okay, this one is the, okay, let's take a look at PP Jacks. Wow, this one is going up, okay, and this one is a good example, okay. So you can see from here, PP Jacks, right? They've been constantly buying at a good base here. This is usually what we want it to happen. So when you are buying here, you have to be in stage 1, right? Accumulation, buying stage 1 here, and then once the market go up, this is where you want to be able to take some profit. So here, let's say you've been buying, now it's a bit, you have to wait for the pullback because the market has already moved up between 96 to 101 here. Okay, so that's about a 4 to 5% move. So this is good. You know, you want to be buying at stage 1. You still need that market setup, that market stages before you want to be buying here. Okay, and then we go on to Glomag, TM, Julian. Okay, Julian, it looks good. Teo Bing Sing, this one is not rated because the ROE is very low. This is not a fundamental stocks, but it did have some sort of buying in here at the base, and then we will see what's going to be happening from here onwards. All right, so that's what I want to cover on the insider buying guide. So now what we want to do is move on to the next section, which I have for you, is picking stock trade idea. Now remember, when we pick stock trade idea, we want to go back 2 to 3 weeks to see how well we fare, and if you pick that stock, how much and then we combine it together with insider buying. How's that? Okay, so this is where we go on to the Pentagon Guider screener, and we go, because tonight is 26, so we go back to the so-called 3rd of February. So 3rd of February, we usually use the minus 0.5 members. Remember, I've talked about this, minus 0.5. So that way you pick those upper shares that is trending up, which means you're picking at the beginning of a stage 2. So then you want to sort out the turnover. So very quickly here, Top Glove sell off, Genentech also sell off in here, now down 22%. But the one that caught my eye is Carex. Okay, you got Carex here, and we can go on to Carex, and then we'll look at the insider. All right, so there wasn't an insider, but there were a buy call from Kenangan. This was a good one at 116. Then M Investment. So this, if you do see a buy call in here, and then later on it turned green Pentagon, or just at the market stage, that's pretty okay. But once you have this huge strike, and then the market will usually undergo profit taking. Okay, this is one example. Okay, we're gonna refresh this again. Then where's my screener? Okay, then we go to Uchi Tech, Carex. I'm picking those generally are above the 20 cents and more than 5,000. So OBHB, okay, there is there isn't any buying and selling here. Okay, I think this is a new stock. Okay, OBHB, let's check out OBHB. Yeah, this is a new stock. Normally new stocks we don't want to be looking into it. Then you have this one too low. Okay, the volume you need to be 5. Let's move on to the fourth. Okay, and here we go. So we'll sort out the turnover, right? And then definitely come in my mind is MYEG. Okay, we want to pick those who is generally below $1. So we go on to MYEG. This is a good fundamental stock, 6 out of 8. You can see PE of 11 times. And let's look at this one here. Okay, and you can see there's a lot of buying. But what you have found out is when there is a lot of buy call by analysts all coming up on the same day, 19th of February, that's not good. And immediately if you see a red Pentagon, that's a red flag. Means the stocks generally will have to undergo profit taking. But of course, earlier on the buy call was here. You can see the market actually come back down. So you can buy, but wait for the market pull back and then see how we go from there. So right now, you can see buy call here, a bit too late already. All right. So have to be careful when you see a lot of analysts recommending, then you want to ready to take profit. So let's take a look at this one. $2 we don't want. HM we want to be above 20 cents. So okay, most of these are not enough liquidity. Okay, let's go to the fifth. We go to ST minus 0.5 and minus 5. So this is important because we want to back test the stocks that we pick. Okay, so we got 81 cents Central REITs. This was substantial enough. You can see Central REIT, I think that's a dividend payment, I think. Central REITs, yeah, it should stay on. This is adjusted for okay, this is adjusted for the dividend, so it should still hold there. All right, so next one is this one is 11,000. No, we want to look for MK Hop. Okay, MK Hop. This one is East Kalimantan. This is the one that did break down to a red Pentagon. Okay, but let's take a look if there's any insider buying or not for MK Hop. It's 4 out. No, there isn't any. But the widespread bar that causes the market to bring down the level here. Okay. Intabena, okay, down 7%. A lot of the stocks actually down. You can see, started turn green Pentagon. Then when red Pentagon comes down, you need to go, else you're going to suffer more losses. Okay. Oh, Misty, 13 cents. That's a bit too low. Okay, and now we go on to the 6th of February. Okay, the 6th of February again, we go for minus 0.5, minus 5. So we just click on turnover, and you can see 5 cents, $1. Tenaga is also down. VS is down. Ingenuity, the SK Press is down. A lot of the stocks actually really went through the sell-off in here. And then you have CloudPoint also. CloudPoint, after it turned red Pentagon here, you can see, right, the market's up. So whenever you see red Pentagon, that's the time to really move out. Only Talam did better. Okay, but that one has a big stock jump here. Okay, let's take a look at Talam. This one is a 10-cent stock. Okay, and usually when you get 10-cent stocks like this, market can go many other ways. Okay, you have too low. You need to have at least 5,000 volume here. Okay, we do one more last one. And of course, the public who has any questions or any stocks you want me to look at. So usually what we want to do is look towards the left hand side and see how well the stocks has fared. All right, it's not going to be great, as I said before, because of the market condition that we are. And remember, January, right, isn't that great. And if you look back in February, hasn't turned back yet. So you look from here, we got 45 cents. Betamax also lost money. You can see this widespread bar, the market came back down already. Okay, so a lot of them actually lost money from here onwards, from the 7th of February. It's not easy. Okay, so as a summary, so we're going to come down to our final one. Research has shown insider buying. So right now we are just looking snapshot to what has happened in the last 2 to 3 weeks. All right, over long run, it should get better. But more importantly, if you want to buy using insider, make sure it's under valuation or waiting some sort of good news, and ensure you have a green Pentagon to back you up. Now remember, insider trades also means that you're looking at the legal way of buying, where you have substantial 5% ownerships. And what we saw just now on one of the stocks, Paragon Globe, right, has some buying, but the stocks has gone up a bit, so you don't be buying at that point. That could be a trap too. And because if certain Tan Sri or any Dato' were to buy, they have to inform it, so that the disclosure of 7 days. Now in these 7 days, they could have also do something else, okay? But whatever it is, they need to disclose it. And also, last but not least, when a lot of analysts call to buy, with the S, a lot of analysts, it's usually time to sell. An example of MYEG, unless it has a stage 1 accumulation. All right. So that's all the sharing I want to be. Now, right now, the motion of the market, we got a 2-bar reversal and a resistance at 1600. Let's see how the market go from here onwards. But use the market stages, which I've shared with you during our training a lot more for our members. Where is the market stages now? It's somewhere between in the stage 1. It's going to be pretty much a stage 1 moving stage 3 and then moving back to stage 4. That's where we are. All right. And of course, our Pentagon Guider, which is also powering our SmartRobie, use this to win our campaign. 50 ringgit voucher, minimum return of 4%. Just submit in there and you'll get your 50 ringgit voucher. And of course, the highest bidder will get an iPad 10.9 inches. Okay, so that's all we have for tonight. And we hope to see you in our future talk. Okay, and don't forget, check us out on Monday Breakfast Show. So let me just bring out one more thing here before I go, right? And don't forget to smash that. Okay, we're done with this one in here. Our premium membership, where we get the insider and buying, you can join it. And don't forget to join our Telegram chat room for all information. And also subscribe to our YouTube. All right, that's all we have for tonight. I'll see you on our Monday Breakfast Show. Thank you for coming. Good night.